Welcome back, everybody. In this live stream, we're going to cover this new exciting hot stock called Figma My Schmegma. Tried to rhyme it, didn't really work out very well. So this is the new hot stock on Wall Street that I believe 3x'd on the first day after its initial public offering, which is absolutely bananas. So let's see what's going on with this company. What's it all about? What can you do on the website? Who's the CEO? And should you buy it? I don't know. So this is the company right here, Figma Incorporated, ticker symbol FIG, like a twig on the ground. Change one letter and it's a very bad word. So it's currently trading at $122, and I believe it IPO'd at $33. Let's look at the past 5 days of performance. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So it IPO'd at $33 and instantly jumped up to $112. And then is basically traded roughly at that range ever since. So when you see an IPO go like that, that's very hyped. But this isn't a small company, okay? This isn't like a penny stock, clown stock like Tattooed Chef. Market cap of $59 billion on trailing revenue of $820 million and trailing net income of negative $700 million. So at least historically, this has been an unprofitable company, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's overvalued because we're looking at the future. So it doesn't have a trailing PE ratio, because it's unprofitable, but it's got a forward PE of 562. So the market is pricing in some insane growth in this company. Let's go look at the ratios just to give you an idea of how expensive it is, bro. Let's see. Do they not have like price to sales and everything on here? Okay. Yeah, I don't see price to sales. That's lame. Maybe they haven't updated. They haven't updated it yet. That's pretty lame. Okay, we can calculate the price to sales. So we can do that ourselves. So the price to sales for $1 of sales. My calculator comes up. Okay. You'd have to pay $72. So you're paying $72 for $1 of trailing sales and no profits. All right, let me check the stream to make sure we're good. Okay. It's freezing up a little bit. I apologize. I think we're good. I hate internet at a hotel so much. I freaking hate streaming at a hotel. I am home tomorrow, thank God. Well, there goes all the viewership for the video. But anyway, we'll keep covering it because why not? We've already started the video. So anyway, as I was saying, Figma is a collaborative website where you can have a team and they can all have access to this digital whiteboard. And on the whiteboard, you can use it to design a logo, a picture, whatever you freaking want, an app. And there's actually this cool AI tool, which I think I briefly played around with, where you kind of type in a prompt. Like I said, I want to make an app that covers that reports or updates every time I post a YouTube channel, and updates every time I do a Twitter post or something like that. And it can actually help walk you through a design to make that app. Now, the pricing isn't too crazy. So the starter tier is free. The professional tier is $16 a month for a full seat if you pay annually. For the organization tier, it's $55 a month if you pay annually. And then here's what you get for the tiers. So for a full member, a full seat, you get Fig Jam, Fig Slides, Dev Mode. I think Dev Mode or Figma Make is where you can type in a prompt and AI kind of helps you make whatever you want to make. It kind of like walks you through it and, basically does most of the work for you. So it's a pretty cool concept overall. I mean, if you want to make a picture or an ad or a website or an app, you can pay for this and have your team basically connect in and you can work on it together. Stream's still going. Okay. All right. So here we have the CEO, Dylan Field. So let's read about him. He's an American technology executive and co-founder of Figma, a web-based vector graphics editing company. He founded Figma in 2012 with Evan Wallace, whom he met at Brown University. In 2012, Field received a Thiel Fellowship. He's related to Peter Thiel, or Thiel, or whatever you freaking say. A $100,000 grant, conditioned on him leaving school to begin working full-time at the company. He owns a 9% stake in Figma. So this guy is a rich boy. Look at this dude. He's younger than me. And he's probably getting on his way to be a freaking billionaire. Field grew up in Pine Grove, California. He is Jewish. Oh my God. Here he is in college being a little dork. Career. So he was named a Field Fellow in 2012, earning him $100,000 in exchange for taking leave of absence from college. It began in 2011. At the time, the Thiel Fellowship was designed to select 20 creative and motivated young people who Peter Thiel could probably under the age of 20 each year. Recipients were giving $100,000 to leave college for 2 years and work on their ideas, blah, 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 blah. So basically, he used that money, he quit college, and in 2012, he founded Figma, and it's grown to what it is today. So overall, it's a pretty impressive company. Now, I'm scared to pull up the company's website because it crashed my freaking laptop last time. But basically, a lot of companies use this. A lot of like major companies use this because you can have a design team to make whatever you want to make, a picture, an app, and you can all have them collaborate together. And apparently it's super intuitive. So let's read this article here. Figma more than triples in the New York Stock Exchange debut after selling shares at $33. God, I am not equipped for hotel live streams. Look at this. Adobe agreed to buy Figma for $20 billion in 2022, which would have been a steal, but gave up after UK regulators said the deal probably would have harmed design software innovation. All right, so here they are at the New York Stock Exchange celebrating their IPO and how freaking rich they're getting. I wonder if he likes boys. He's a Thiel boy. The big opening pop is the latest indication that the tech IPO market has reopened following a multi-year lull. Uh-oh, isn't that a sign of cloud market? So far this year, online bank Chime, stablecoin issuer Circle, and AI infrastructure provider CoreWeave have hit the market, along with health tech companies Hinge Health and OMAD Health. Figma's first trade at $85 valued the company at $50 billion. The stock, trading under the ticker FIG, was halted. They halted the stock after it soared past 112 before closing for a 250% gain. The company ended the day with a market cap of $68 billion. So if he owns 9% of the company, let's see how rich he is. He's got $6.12 billion. Instant billionaire. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Field, the CEO, told CNBC Squawk Box on Thursday that regardless of what happens with the market debut, the company has to stay focused, stay on mission, and listen to our customers. Okay. Yeah, they say he's got a $6 billion stake. Figma boasts more than 13 million monthly users, 2/3 of whom are not designers. I mean, I can see normal people paying for this. They wanted to like make an app or something. As of March 31st, more than 1,000 clients were paying Figma up to $100,000 annually. According to a prospectus, Google, Microsoft, Netflix, and Uber are all customers. In its filing of preliminary results for the second quarter, Figma said it generated $9 to $12 million in operating income on $247 million to $250 million in revenue, with sales growing about 40% year over year. So it's a barely profitable company, growing sales decently, but not like exponentially. And it's got a price to sales of 72. There might be some euphoria there. The offering raised $1.2 billion, with most of the proceeds going to existing shareholders. Okay, so they're just cashing out, basically, including venture capital firms Greylock Partners, Index Ventures, Kleiner Perkins, and Sequoia Capital. Founded in 2012 and based in San Francisco. Oh, yeah. I think I know why he's in San Francisco. Figma ranked 45th on CNBC's 2025 Disruptor 50 list. Let's see. I think given that Figma did so well with their pricing last night and there's so much demand that has persisted still in the order book this morning for this company, I think this will open the floodgates. So we're going to go, I think we're going back to all the IPOs that were happening back in the cloud market. So that's Figma right there. It seems extremely pricey. It's growing revenues historically at least at 40%. It's just posted a positive operating profit. Doesn't mean it's profitable on the net income side. So I don't know what's going to happen with this company, but this could open the floodgates to a lot of freaking whatchamacallit, IPOs. All right. Let me do some comments and then we'll close this out. And of course, my internet crashed at the very beginning. All right, like I said, CPA services, sponsored videos, tax preparation, bookkeeping, all that jazz, free Discord. Click the link, join us. All right. Figma, my big one. Nice try. All right, here we go. Not many comments. Yes, I know the internet cut out. I'm leaving here tomorrow morning, and then I'll have good internet. I'm on my lunch break from my wagey job watching the Dong Report. Are you on the West Coast? Good Lord. All right, well, I guess that's it. I'm only answering member comments or if I know you, so sue me if you don't like it. But that's Figma. I'm sure this video is going to go viral with all those technical difficulties. Hopefully this doesn't happen with the Meet Kevin drama later tonight. 7 o'clock, we're covering Meet Kevin. We're covering Jeremy LaFave with some drama, and then we're covering Andre Jerkoff. Have a wonderful, delicious evening.